Right, let's cross over then to Will, our resident Tiger expert. Good evening, Will. You okay?
Yeah, not too bad, guys. Yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. Whisper it quietly, but Hull are a good side, aren't
We can pull something magic out of our sleeve sometimes.
they? So there's a 5 point gap to the top for you where you are in fourth at the moment, but you've had a couple of results which could have gone either way. You could be right in the mix had fortunes gone the other way. This is a good Hull side.
Yeah, we've been quietly building something nice. I think we should have taken a point off Norwich, and we definitely should have scored against that goal against Leeds. So there's really 4 points to put as a point behind everyone. So
Yeah. And talk to us about the Stoke result. So, last Sunday, you head to the Britannia, which is no easy place to go. And, you bullied Stoke. What's the difference between this whole side and last year?
I think we know how to. I think we've got a lot of strength on the bench now, which is good to pull people off if we can. If somebody's a bit got a niggle and just put them on for 60 minutes and bring them off. But we do have a good side that can kind of take a good punishing and then deal it out at the other end.
Yeah. And you're unbeaten in seven. Connolly scoring for fun. Where are the weaknesses then?
Uh, Honestly, I still think we have a little bit of a weakness in, I'd say, in defence because we do still leak goals. Not often, but we do leak the odd goal now and again, and then we do get a bit scared. Don't get me wrong, Ryan also the new keeper, absolutely fantastic. So hopefully that'll help us with keeping a few more clean sheets, and that's what really cost us last year. A lot of draws, like either be 0-0 or like a 1-1. That
Yeah.
cost us last year.
So let's fast forward then to the end of the season, and when you head down to Plymouth on the last day to play your last fixture. Where do you see both of these sides finishing in May in league positions? Give us Hull first, and then give us your guess based on what you know about Plymouth and what you've seen so far, and then we'll see if Jaden agrees with you.
Well, I think to be fair, obviously with us, I think we should be at least thereabouts, knocking definitely within the playoffs. And if we keep going as we are, we should be hitting second, if not going for the top spot as well, if we are going to go for it. But definitely in the playoffs by the end of the season, easily.
Yeah.
As for Plymouth, I'm not a massive ups on them, but the way that they're playing, they could be one of the scarier ones, like Luton were last year.
Yeah. Jaden, thanks, Will. Let's go to
No
you.
worries.
We'll talk about Norwich in a second. Where do you see these teams um, going into that game on the 4th of May?
Yeah, I agree with Will. I think that Plymouth will be somewhere between eighth and 10th, maybe something like that. And then Hull, I'd say, yeah, they'll be in the playoffs. They obviously beat Leicester recently, so I think maybe fifth, somewhere like that.
Right. Okay. It's dreamland for you, isn't it, at the moment? I mean, at home, it is a fortress. But
Yeah,
we'll just jump back to the game at the weekend then, because I'm sure the Norwich fans are sick of hearing 6-2 jokes. So we won't make any on this broadcast because, we are an original broadcaster. But walk us through it then. So obviously you were there. In your wildest dreams, you wouldn't have imagined, I'm guessing, at halftime being 4-0 up.
no, it was incredible, and then going 5-0 up as well is just unbelievable. Whitaker and Azaz, absolutely excellent.
What's Schumacher done that's making this such a delight to watch? Because it's not gone right away from home. We'll talk about that in a minute. But at home, you are playing some good stuff.
Yeah, I think the only game where he's really shown any signs of maybe lack of experience is that Bristol game the other night, and he redeemed it on the same week. So it's quite incredible, really.
Yeah, and Plymouth are the third highest scorers in the league since we started in August. When you promoted, would you ever have dreamt that we'd be saying a sentence like that? And can it continue?
It was definitely possible with our home form, but yeah, to actually do it in the Championship is one of the hardest leagues. So yeah, it's very impressive from Schumacher and the team.
Okay, let's talk about the on the road then, because apart from the opening day when you drew against Watford, it's not been great. We've had losses against Birmingham, Preston, and Bristol City, who are three strong teams, aren't they? They're all going reasonably well this year. Hull are another side, so maybe it's just a case that the fixture calendar's not been great for you. You're just playing teams away from home just at the wrong time. What needs to change in tactics or formations away from home park?
Yeah, they're definitely big clubs that we played, but I think we need to play like we're at home when we're away, and start getting more possession and creating more chances, because at the minute away we're just not taking our chances as many as we'd like to.
How's he setting the team up then? I know Bristol Rivers was an experiment, but generally, what is the formation and what is the system away from home?
Well, it can vary, because we played that 4-back against Bristol, and then I think after that on Saturday we changed to a 5-back, which helped us a lot. But we had Mumba as an attacking fullback, and then we had Kesler Hayden, who dropped to the bench, who's played, I think, most minutes this season. So yeah, it can vary, but hopefully it's very similar to what we played on Saturday, this Saturday.
Right. Back to you, Will, then. So Plymouth are an interesting proposition, but this should be an easy home win, surely.
Easy on paper, yes, but after the game they just played against Norwich, you kind of we know we need to be more defensively sound, and we know that's where we leak our, well, where our weakness is. If we can just sort of goals home in the first half at least, get a couple more in the second, we should be okay.
Predictions then, Will first.
We'll go with 3-1 to us.
Okay. Jaden.
I definitely don't think it'll be an easy home win. I'll go for 1-1, Hardy and Twine to score.
Right. Well, we'll check you both out next week. We've got lots of derbies next weekend, so it'll be a fascinating round. And also, you've got a midweek game as well, haven't you both? So we'll catch up with you then. We'll know a lot more about whether Hull are going to be in the chasing pack or whether they're going to be part of the pack. And I think we'll know a lot more in 7 days' time, won't we, Will? And as for Plymouth, well, let's hope they can sort out these away day blues. All right. Enjoy the game, folks. We'll see you next week.
Cheers. Thank you very much.